Just have to take a quick minute to thank our sponsors, Yellow Dog Paddle, Mackin's Riff and Lips Fishing Trips, NJFishing.com, and 8 Ball Sport Fishing. Also have to thank our supporters, Psycho Jigs, Lip Glue, Nor'easter Hardcore Apparel, Hoggy Time Jigs, The Mimi Sick, and The Gambler. Hello and welcome to episode number 140 of the NJ Multi Species Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Santiago. As always, my partner, Chris Pereira.
I'm here. I just realized at the end of the promo, I'm putting on a fake Beamer hat. I totally forgot about that.
Is that how it ends there?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. All right. Tonight's guest, Pamela Otis, a multi-species angler from New Jersey. She actually fished the past weekend with my foreman, Scott, which it makes it a small world because we didn't even know. But yeah, she'll be here in about... You knew?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I had no idea that she knew Scott. But yeah, she'll be here in about 15 minutes. Crazy week in Mayhem, especially for Bob Darling. Bob Darling put up a crazy 27-inch hybrid through the ice. And then yesterday took the lead on the Tiger Muskie board, which is another rare one. So a 10-point swing for Bob Darling. It moved Bob Darling into first. Chuck Manny has fallen all the way to fifth. He's down to fifth place.
We're not talking about it.
Yes, but Bob Darling, crazy week for him. He's going to be on the show in the next couple weeks. He's the guest for one of them. So we're going to... Oh, he's the next guest. So perfect. We'll talk to Bob Darling next week. About this incredible streak he's been on. Mayhem Okay, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I know at the beginning we were kind of saying, the points don't matter that much. Just, Chuck had a huge lead, right? And we're kind of trying to tell people, don't worry about it. It's not, it's just the boards are filling up as the boards fill up. But now Bob Darling has, I would say, 2 fish that have I'll put it like this. They have a very high probability of remaining in first place worth 5 points each.
Yes,
for the entire thing. I mean, that
it gives him a great head start coming off the ice.
The pickerel was, 27 something inches, I forget. And then, which is, anything's beatable, but I'm just saying, it has a high probability of remaining up there, at least in first or second. And then the hybrid, I mean, I don't know.
That's going to be tough to beat.
I've never seen one bigger than that in person.
I've caught one longer than that my entire life. And it was probably 10 years ago.
So, again, that's 2. So, there's not a ton of fish in the contest right now, in my opinion, that don't have a high probability of being knocked off or really low, except for those 2 fish.
Those 2. The Tiger Muskie is a pain in the ass to get to, but it is catchable.
I was trying to catch one because it was a completely open board last year, and it was worth maximum points just to catch one of any size up until the end. And then,
nobody could find one last year. They were like ghosts. Now this year they're showing up a little better.
Hey, the contest didn't start last year in the preliminary run till what, April?
There was no ice fishing.
No, there was no ice fishing, and there was no. Did it even start? No, it started later than that, I think. May.
I think Mayish.
Because it skipped at least the first half of spring too.
Ice fishing definitely has put a different turn on the contest, especially for people that don't have a boat, because the ice gives people access to everything.
Well, that's another thing I'm going to talk to him about next week too. Is how much of an advantage he thinks it is for the ice fishing, because he doesn't have a boat. Bob Darling doesn't have a boat.
No, he does have a kayak though. I've seen him out in his kayak. I have seen him. kayaking. Other news, Mayhem on the Gambler. I do have a couple tickets left, not many. Like, I think less than 5, but if you do want to come on the Gambler with us on the 17th, is it the 17th? I think it is.
Yeah,
May 17th. It's a Sunday. Yeah, we're going. It's $100 a person. We usually sell the whole boat out. It's fun every year. Pal Marius Rods just donated a rod again, I believe. Well, he didn't actually tell me. It's usually a rod. It's a nice fishing rod. Usually we give it to the first person it limits out. So we are getting that back this year. Yellow Dog Paddle. Yellow Dog has a new promotion where you can sponsor a trip. So basically, if you know some veterans or something that you would like to go out fishing for the day, you could sponsor a trip for them to go fishing with Yellow Dog Paddle. It's a new program Mike just started. He's also offering his Delaware River trips and his trolling trips on Round Valley. So call Yellow Dog Paddle for your 2026 trip tomorrow. Call him right away. Especially if you want to get the Delaware
Call him
River
now.
one.
Turn off this show right now and call him, because we're not going to talk about anything that great for at least a couple minutes here.
Ice fishing wise, I did nothing. I got a bad head cold and was sick, and now we just got obliterated by one of the worst snowstorms that I've seen since I've ever been a homeowner. I think it dumped 27 inches here. I basically had to tilt. Yeah, 27 inches. I had to tilt the snowblower. Like, I opened my garage door, came out with the snowblower. The snow was towering above the snowblower. And I said, oh, this is going to be terrible. It took hours. I got to go finish it up after this. Terrible snowstorm.
I mean, it was just a normal snow. I mean, I don't think we could have, I'm over by Round Valley. I don't think it couldn't have been more than, 6 inches, 7 maybe.
Oh, you got so lucky, because I'm telling you, it's disastrous. I remember being a kid, this shit was fun. Now it's a nightmare. Even when my wife lived in a townhouse, it was always nice to get a snow day from work and not have to do shit. But now we have to clean it for hours. It sucks.
I'm just sitting here trying to think about what it did to the ice, right? So I don't know, because the ice we were looking at this past
out that
weekend,
way though, like out that way where all the good ice fishing is, you guys didn't get that much snow. You didn't get 2 feet.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like 7 to 9 inches of snow on what we had left of the ice, which I would say, depending how north you are and depending on the lake, you had, like half of the ice is just like this hard slush crap that's useless, basically. I mean, it might protect it from the snow though, and like, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm thinking the snow might push it down a little bit, and then it's all going to get sloppy and mushy. I'm guessing it's just going to be a sloppy mess, but I think you're still going to have enough inches of hard ice underneath it to keep ice fishing. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, there was enough there. I noticed last week though, there was some mornings there was a lot of fog. Fog is like the worst thing for ice. Like, it just eats it like nothing. But like, I was on Lake Hackettstown.
I thought that fog is from the ice.
Fog it just eats it. It's a sign of it being eaten to death. But I was like on Lake Hackettstown, I had 17 inches. I mean, even if you took 11 inches away, it still has 6 left. And I can't see it losing 11 inches in a week. That would be crazy. You'd need over 50 degrees for a while, which we didn't have. But yeah, I don't know what the snow's going to do. It's a lot of weight. It was a real heavy snow too, so I would just be careful as usual. It's almost March, so
check it as you go.
To the point where it is dangerous.
Yeah, I said it last week too. Like, the end of the season is more dangerous, in my opinion, hands down. There's no comparison than the beginning of the season.
Craig Lemon just commented, night fog is the worst for ice. John Dorn saying 7 inches of snow up where he lives in Vernon. So, yeah, the east side of New Jersey really took it hard. That's where I am. But
coastal storm, I guess.
Yeah, they're calling it a bomb cyclone. I don't even know what that means.
Whatever.
It changed from a nor'easter to a bomb cyclone.
That's like the flashy colors on a lure that are unnecessary. It's it's advertising for weathermen.
Yeah. The Hackettstown fishing flea market that our past guest is running, that is this coming Sunday. So if you're watching the podcast and have nothing to do this Sunday, you can head to the Hackettstown High School fishing flea market.
Yeah, March 1st. Even if you see it come out on YouTube after the live, you'll still have
time. But there's over 75 tables, vendors set up, I saw. So it should be pretty good to walk around. If you have nothing to do Sunday, I would definitely check it out for a good cause. We sent some raffle prizes there. So we'll see who wins that. Eddie Mackin is gearing up also for the 2026 season. He's offering the red-eye trips again. If you're looking for that opportunity to get on that night bite that we all do for 2 months, we don't sleep, you could very easily jump on a red eye with Eddie Mackin, which means you could go by yourself. He'll pair you with another boater, and you don't pay the full price of a guided trip. It's one of his best-selling deals there. The red eye is well known for him. So call Eddie Mackin and book a red eye trip for 2026 Lake Pacon. Also has the pontoon boat rental. And still does his normal charter trips on his boat. So you can call him for almost anything you want to do on Lake Pacon. He'll take care of it. Why did this just crash? Is Pamela Otis ready to come in, or she's snowed into? Well, she's up and burning, right? So she don't even have.
I don't know how much
only
snow
7
got.
inches.
She should be around 7:15. So what crashed on you?
My feed of the chat.
So now you can't see all the people talking?
There's a lot of people saying shit.
And now you can't see any of it? You can't see it at all?
I see it now. I got it back up. Oh, right. John Scalera. John Scalera is actually here watching. So John Scalera is the one heading that Hackettstown fishing flea market on Sunday. So you could head there. He's in the chat right now. Craig Lemon said 24 hours of the pressure dropping by 1 millimeter per hour bomb cyclone, millibar. I don't know what that means. It's way too scientific for me, but coming from Craig, it's probably right. So 24 hours of pressure dropping by 1 millibar bomb cyclone. That's what we had. So it was a pretty historic event in New Jersey. My kid's school's closed again tomorrow. It's a 2-day closure from it.
Wow.
Like, it's crazy to me how the western portion, of the state is just like it was another snowstorm, and over here it's like a disaster area. Just nuts.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still don't know why anyone lives out that way anyway. All the good fishing is west.
Basically, yeah. I have one river here, but someone commented I'm going to get shot fishing there.
Yeah, that sounds like a threat. Was it a threat or like a...
No, just a warning to be careful.
Yeah, but it's like to be careful because that's their river and...
No, I think they're threatening me about the local population there. But the official standing, you got Bob Darling in first with 30 points. Matt Yanetta is in second with 24. Mike Koledje is in third with 23. Chris Pereira, 23 as well, in fourth place, and Chuck Manny in fifth. So, there's a lot of points up there on the board already.
I mean, I'll just admit my fish are all just like paper scarecrows. Like they're nothing.
Yeah, mine.
I'm just fishing and throwing fish up there just to play the game.
I got nothing to hold on to.
None of them will hold very long. Looks like Pam's right on time. She had no problem getting on.
Yeah, Pam is right on time. So we're going to back out for 1 minute, get Pamela set up here, and we will be right back. We have our guest. She's been fishing New Jersey now for 4 years, multi-species angler, Pamela Otis. Welcome to the NJ Multi Species podcast.
Hi, everybody.
What's up, Pam?
They'll say hi back eventually.
I'm starting off with my shirt. It says, "Real women never lie about the size." I think it's iconic.
And now we have to reveal that she did this when we were setting it up because we thought we were live already. And I said, you're going to have to do that again because we're not on yet.
Well, now we're on. So now you can't.
Now we're on.
Also, I've only been fishing for 3 years.
I made a mistake. I
Yeah,
butchered
Joe
it.
always fucks up the introductions. At least you got your name right.
I have to exaggerate. Her name's written there at the bottom, so I can't get it wrong.
Still
That's true. How in the hell have you ever screwed up other people's names? That's my question then.
They come in as guests.
Oh, all right.
So
all right, well,
let's get right into.
Well, hold on.
Ask
last week I said I had one question I was gonna ask her right off the bat, and that was, why do I not see your name yet on the Multi Species Mayhem Fishing Club season?
I know about that.
Wow, you're doing this to her live? Oh.
Okay, first of all, I didn't really even know like what it is. Like I had to like keep looking it up and like, but then I was like, oh, I have to like chart every single fish that I catch and like measure it. And
everyone? No, not everyone.
Just the winner. I just don't really do that. I barely weigh them. Like I'll weigh it if I'm with people and they're like, you gotta weigh it. Like, but mostly I just take a selfie with them and then I send them back. Yeah.
It's not weighing, it's measuring, but I mean I get it's kind of annoying, but we need more women like representing.
I know. Is it too late?
No, it's not too late.
Now that I'm on the podcast, I feel like now I'm obligated.
It's never too late. Yeah, now he blasted you in
front of a lot of
now. So. You'll see my name later on the list.
There you go, Kevin. Right. New entry coming in. Look for Pam Otis in the roster. You get a lot of free shit with it.
We like
a chance at free shit.
We got all kinds of stuff. I mean, we've been talking.
Maybe a hat.
Like a podcast hat?
There's like actual real. There's like tuna fishing trips.
Oh, I want a hat.
Kayaks and all kinds of shit.
The hat you have to ask. Deuce can hear us. He's the man behind the curtain. I'm sure he has a hat that he can't sell in some color. Send it to her. We don't know what color it'll be. It'll be a weird color.
Just charge your shipping, Deuce. I want to ask right off the bat, do you like ice fishing more than normal fishing? Because you look happier in all your ice fishing pictures than your regular one.
I don't know. Maybe I just been catching a lot of sweet like ice fish. I don't know. I do like ice fishing because, well, I don't have a boat. I mean, we have a boat like on Greenwood Lake, but I don't have like a john boat or a bass boat. So like ice fishing gives me access to the entire lake. I can just go stand in somebody's backyard. But like in the summer, I don't have that luxury. I'm the one fishing from shore. So
we were just talking about that too before you came on, how some of the people in the Mayhem contest that don't have boats. The leader right now, Bob Darling, he's putting up a crazy amount of points through the ice because he's able to get to spots he normally wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, no, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Joe, I don't know, stop me if I shouldn't be talking about this yet, but we haven't announced it and we don't have all the details yet, but one of the grand prizes for the contest that anyone can win, despite what fish you catch, is going to be like a really, really sweet fishing kayak, like $1,500 fishing kayak.
Pedal drive.
So
I don't know if we're just talking about that yet.
I won't give any details, but I'm just saying, because we're talking about Bob Darling ice fishing. Pam's been ice fishing. She said she didn't have a boat. And I don't know. I'll just throw it out there.
There is a really cool prize that we're not allowed to talk about yet, but it is coming, I think.
It's coming. It's coming. It's settled. But anyway,
so you're still trying to get her to join?
No, I'm just throwing out there. Anyone listening that would love to win a sweet fishing kayak, I'm just saying it's there with a bunch of other stuff.
Noted.
Okay, so and do you saltwater fish?
Oh, I don't. I really should because I grew up on Long Island. And we grew up boating on the Long Island Sound, and my brother and dad would, but I didn't participate. Also, I went to school down in Florida, so I'm really sad that I only started fishing recently because that would have been a sweet time fishing down in Florida. But it didn't.
You didn't fish when you were down there, really? I mean, I've seen some. You did a little bit.
No, I went down for graduation because my last semester of my MBA I did online. So when I went down for graduation, I went to the Bass Pro there in Tampa and I got a rod and I just went for like 2 days. But the entire time I lived down there for like almost 7 years, I didn't fish. I only started fishing when I moved up here.
Oh,
I just have to. I have a comment. Bass Thumb is asking if this is the most fish we've ever seen through the ice in Mayhem. Bass Thumb, Mayhem's brand new. This is the first year it's ever existed with ice fishing. Last year was the trial run. This year's the first year of it.
Yeah,
so
it didn't start till,
we've never seen
late
this before.
spring.
But yeah, I'm impressed with it. There's definitely more fish through the ice than I expected, and a lot of species I didn't expect to see.
No,
But
that's cool.
one of your pictures that I put up for the trailer for this episode, you were holding a big striper, weren't you?
That was in the Hackettstown.
Oh, okay.
I think that's where Joe almost got shot.
No one's allowed to fish there but me. But she was probably down below the salt line. I own the freshwater portion of it. I don't remember. I can't read what it's saying. Oh, Jen Wong's laughing at the hat for Rachel. Rachel wants a hat.
I thought she got one.
No, she didn't get one.
Whatever. Oh, we just gave her hat away to Pam.
Yeah, once Deuce took over control of the hats, they're much harder to get. We can't get them. We can't access the hats.
All right. I want to ask you a question. Don't get mad at me because I'm on your side and I'm kind of just like playing devil's advocate here with this question, right? So when you go fishing and you catch some nice fish, whatever, you take some pictures, post them online, right? You got your hair done, you got your nails done, you're catching fish. People are assuming, oh yeah, her man drilled the holes for her and set up the fishing for her and stuff. I know it's not true because I've spoken to you and Rocco. I know you do this shit yourself. You go out there and you go fishing. But how it you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, but what's your question?
My question is just like, how does it make you feel that like you have like, if I go out and catch fish, people don't assume someone else did it for me. But when you go out and catch fish, I feel like people on social media automatically jump to, oh, this girl, some like a guy is drilling the holes for her, setting her up, and it's just not true. But how does it make you feel that you have that extra barrier to break through, or it's an unfair
stereotype?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I got you. I think most of the people on social media that think that are mostly just jealous of the fish that I catch or jealous of the time that I have to fish. And that's why they say that. But I mean, most of the time, there's a lot of times I'm just by myself. Like, I take pictures, you could see that I'm by myself. Like, so whatever they say, it's like, I mean, it just shrug it off. But it doesn't really bother me. Like,
okay.
I don't know. I'm not offended by that if anyone says that.
So
I'm doing what like a lot of girls are not doing. So even if someone was there helping me, like, most girls aren't even doing that. Like, most girls wouldn't even hold the fish. So
you start this 4 years ago. Like, what happened that 3 years ago that you said, okay, I'm going to start fishing now? Like, what?
Yeah, this is the long story, but like, that's what we're here for, right? So,
tell it.
Okay, so so like I said, I grew up like Long Island, but I didn't fish. And then when we moved up here, my brother, he fishes, and not like to the extent that I do now, but he does enjoy it. And like, he travels a lot, so he'll go when he travels. And whenever he would come to visit now, like up here, we have all the spots on the Wallkill. And so say if he came for like Christmas Eve, like, we'd make it a family thing. We'd go out for an hour and like see if he could catch anything. He never does. And nobody asks if I want to try. And so in my head, like, being the competitive little sister that I am, I'm like, I could probably do this way better than you. And so I decided one day that I was going to go in the garage, and I found an old ugly stick and like a beginner's kit, like, of lures. And I went to this local refuge, and it was March, April, and I caught like 8 crappie. And so I'm like, am I good at fishing? Like, is this my thing? And so I decided that this was going to be my thing. Like, I'm going to make this my thing. And I went to Dick's because like, I didn't know like where else to go, like, to get a rod. And I got one that I liked. I don't know anything. And I go home, I don't even know how to spool it. So I just YouTube videoing how to do everything. And then I went out every day, and I would meet people like while I'm out, and they would give me tips. And then I went on Fishbrain, I looked up like local lakes that I could fish at, and I didn't know that these were private lake communities. And so here I am, fishing. I caught a little bass, and security comes down, and they're like, "Do you live here?" And I'm like, I make up some lie that I'm staying at Airbnb because I just want to fish, man. Like, and he was real nice. Like, he knew I was lying. He said I could be a guest of his for the weekend, and he was like, "So I'll see you tomorrow." And in my head, I'm like, "You will not see me ever because I'm never going back here." And so then
hold on. When you go, I've never been on that app. When you go on Fishbrain, it doesn't distinguish between like public and private lakes.
No, I mean maybe it does now, not a couple years ago. I haven't really been on it anymore, but I don't think it does.
I've looked at it and like everything on there's a lie. Like I know some of the people posting shit on there, and I saw their name, and I'm like, he's not there. Like it's no, just not true at all. Ridiculous.
Yeah,
and
but
like you can't look at it for free anymore. You have to pay for it now.
Yeah, you have to like pay.
And I gotta add that like it's a little bit of a privilege for you as a female to get caught on one of these lakes and not get thrown off. Because I think,
if it was us, we'd be gone.
Yeah. But all right.
Let me finish my story.
Continue. Go ahead.
Okay, so then I look up another lake, and I go to that lake, and it's private again. But what do I know? And the guy comes out, and he's like, "Do you live here?" And I'm like, "No, I live 10 minutes away." And he's like, "Oh, well, did you catch anything?" And I show him pics of the bass that I caught, and he was like, "Nice. Well, if anybody asks, like, just say you're a guest of mine." And I go, "Thank you." Like, and then 10 minutes go by. Some guy comes on the quad. He's like, "Do you live here?" I'm like, "No, I live 10 minutes." Same thing. He's like, "Well, if anybody gives you a problem, like you just say that you're a guest of mine." And I was like, "Thank you so much." Like, and fast forward last winter, I was at the bait store, shout out Dino, and some guys were in there, Rocco, like, and they asked if I wanted to come ice fishing with them. And so I did. And I'm pulling up to the lake, and I'm like, this looks oddly familiar. Like, and it was the lake that security tried to kick me out of a couple of years ago. So it's just kind of funny how I came like full circle. But obviously, like my brother was a huge part in it, and he got me my first tackle bag when I wanted to get into it. And I think we share something really unique, and I think that's pretty important. But I just took like a little bit of advice from everybody that I meet. I became like really good buddies with everybody. I'm invited to, their tournaments, their barbecues. Like they're like family to me now. And I'm just really fortunate to have met everybody. So that's how I got
it. Someone just commented Rocco is watching. So Rocco is watching.
Of course he is.
Tim Brennan just commented, speaking of private lakes, there's availabilities at Lake Parsippany. So if you are interested in a private lake community and a Ponzi scheme, you can contact Tim Brennan.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Ask Kronk for a review. Kronk will give you a fair review. So what do you do now when the ice melts? Obviously, you will venture out and you just fish mostly from shore.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. In the summer, like I'll go in the Delaware River. I stand in the river. Like I will go in there in a bikini and go smallie fishing. That's my favorite.
Wading.
That's what Joe does. That's what
I do with Chuck. Yeah.
I think it's a little better when I do it, but
Joe looks all right in a bikini.
I'm not bad.
But I'm trying to think.
So, and saltwater zero, like you won't go down to the beach
I'd love
and try
to. No, I would love to.
Off the surf.
Wait, sorry, what? I was talking over
you. Won't like go down to the beach and try to get like a fluke or a striper out of the surf.
I just haven't. I don't know anything about it. I haven't tried it. Absolutely.
You get seasick?
No, I don't get seasick. We have a boat.
There you
go. 5 gambler tickets left.
Yeah, gambler.
One for you and Rocco. Tell him to come. Rocco, I know you're listening.
Yeah,
Rocco's listening. We're going.
Gambler
sea
charter the whole boat, Rocco. The whole boat's ours. 55 rod holders. May 17th.
No, so have you ever been sea bass fishing?
No, like I don't.
Is there
that striper in the Hackettstown? That's literally the only saltwater fish you ever caught.
Yeah.
Is there a species of New Jersey fish that like you've always wanted to catch but you haven't yet? Like a bucket list fish?
Not like bugless. I mean, I haven't caught like nearly as many fish as you guys or as big as some of the people that come on here, but like I really hope I do one day. But I really, it sounds like so dumb, but I really want to catch salmon, like
There's
really
a lot
bad.
of people on here to catch nothing too. A lot of that
Yeah.
schlub on here.
Yeah,
But
you're
like
better
salmon,
than
like pike, like I haven't caught any, like just haven't had the opportunity.
yeah, I mean, there's only so much time in the day. I mean, we all got to work jobs and stuff, but I mean, you just got, I mean, you want to do something, you just do it eventually. There's plenty of information online. The communities within like the Mayhem group, the club, all the pages and stuff like that. I mean, people are super helpful. I mean, anything you'd ever want to know, I guarantee if you post a question about it, you'll get answers. And when it comes to fishing, though, I mean, you'll get, you get 20 answers. 10 of them will be complete bullshit, useless. Yeah. 5 of them will be pretty good information, and 5 of them will all be really good information at different times. You just got to piece it together, which you already said you kind of did when you talk to people, and you kind of just take bits and pieces. I mean, that'd be the advice I'd give to someone trying to get better at fishing. Just listen to what everyone has to say and sort it out later. Try it all, try versions of it all, modify things and do it on your own, and just keep rolling, and just put it all up here and just keep going.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly what I've been trying to do.
The one thing I'll say is for like probably the past 20 years, I've done nothing but ice fish private lakes. I mean, when I go ice fishing, I go on private lakes. I don't go on public bodies of water usually. But now, because Mayhem, private lakes are illegal, so I got forced out this year to ice fish public lakes, and it ain't half as good. I mean, I'm ready to go back to just fishing private lakes again and doing my thing, because it is not as good, definitely.
I think it's not that it's not as good. It's just, I don't know.
Pressure.
I'm kind of with you in that aspect that
I miss my private lakes now.
Well, when ice season comes along, right? All these, I swear, every year when ice season comes along, there's just anglers just appear they materialize out of like nowhere. Like, where the fuck are you the entire rest of the open water season? Who are you? Like,
it's true. You posted like a comment or something about that. Like so many people ice fish, but then they don't fish like the rest of the year. But then they like come out.
Yeah, it's very sociable too. Like ice fishermen all out on the ice, they'll talk to each other, share shit with. Like as soon as they're on boats, they're cursing at each other right away, like want to kill each other. But the ice fishing thing is like, it has like a sociable perspective to it.
Oh, brings everyone together.
Yeah, on the boat, it's enemies.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm kind of with you though. With like, I do like, I've also have access to a couple private lakes over years for ice fishing, and it's nice to not have to deal with so many people. I mean, like the other day, right? We're ice fishing. I get there super early because I want a specific spot, and I don't want to get there and see someone already set up, right? So I'm up driving there in the dark. We get set up. These guys come in behind us. Thankfully they came right towards our spot. We were there already. So they set up like next to us. These other guys showed up like noon, and I swear to God, so the other group of guys had their tip ups in like a spread. These guys came over and put their tip ups in between the other guys' tip ups, just right there. And I'm just like, holy shit, like they have to know them. No, they didn't know them. Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, just people just do not give a shit. It's like a free for all.
Didn't Jen Wong do that to you?
Well, at least he's with me. I had to yell at him because I was like, dude, like 3 feet, they're gonna tangle. Like you need that. Like I don't care if you put it next to mine. But give me enough space so it doesn't.
I think Jen doesn't want to ask us to use our auger, so he just will take any hole he finds.
No, he'll break it.
Yeah, he's just looking for holes. Any hole he sees, he'll just take it over.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But I needed a little bit more than 3 feet of space. But Pam, I wanted to talk to you about the ice fishing for trout because I know, I mean, you seem to like crush trout through the ice, and I figure you have to have some tips or secrets, maybe some that you're not willing to share, maybe some that you are. But I know a lot of guys that target trout through the ice and they can't quite figure it out. I don't do it that often. I have minimum success. Like I said, I don't do it that often, but I feel like I could benefit from some tips that you might be willing to share when it comes to targeting trout through the ice.
I mean, obviously, I just use like the little teardrop, like tungsten. Like 1/16, like little jig. I put a little spike on it.
Okay.
I like the spikes. I love people like wax worms, but they get like sucked off too easy. I don't know that I just be jigging like.
There's
like,
no
like
way
the way
it's
I
just happening
jig.
by chance. No, just stop. All right. So
One
okay,
guy,
so,
David Dennis's interesting comment. David Dennis made is he's saying that the rest of the year people are very busy with work and other commitments. During the winter, they're not as busy and have less shit to do, so it frees them up for ice fishing. That he has a point with that.
I can see that point. But all right, so you're using like as small of a little tungsten jig as possible,
Yeah, like the size of my pinky now.
and you're only tipping it with a spike, a bug. Nope, you don't put any of those little plastic things on there.
No, I don't like using
Is
that.
this on a jaw jacker or tip up?
I used all jaw jackers this year. Like I'm so over the tip ups. I'm so over having to like them swallow it, and it's just not a good time. I love the like next year I'm gonna get like even more jaw jackers. Like I have 3. But yeah. And I do have a secret sometimes for them, but I can't really say that one.
Can't say the secret.
That I put on the jaw jacker, and it's not live bait, but that has caught me quite a few.
Power bait though.
It's not. It's not.
All right, you're not going to share it for real? Okay.
Not that one.
All right, so you say your jaw jackers. Are you usually
Who is
fishing
Patricia
Warga?
Who is that?
I'm pretty sure that's Rocco's wife.
Oh, okay. She's commenting a lot.
That's how Rocco's watching.
Yeah.
So, are you typically fishing how far under the ice? Towards the surface? How far down you go? Or
Usually I'm just a foot off the bottom, but I have noticed like sometimes I see the trout like I'm like a couple feet like under the ice. Like they're just like a couple feet. And I've said like to people I'm fishing, I'm like, I just saw a fish. They're like, no, you didn't. I'm like, I just saw a fish. Like, so sometimes they're just like right under there. So obviously you have to
that's where I would typically try to target the trout, right? So if I'm setting jaw jackers up for trout, I'm targeting like the cruising trout. I'm putting the jaw jackers set 2 foot or 2 under the ice. You're setting them down deeper?
Yeah, I definitely set them down deeper. The jaw jackers, yeah. And then when I jig, like sometimes if I'm jigging, if they're high, like they'll hit it like while I'm dropping it. Some of the like little rainbows.
And you're using a sonar, or you're just going in blind?
I don't have a live scope.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Not a live scope, but like nothing? You got nothing?
No, I don't have anything.
Oh my God. All right. Now I don't, I'm kind of more impressed. Like it's not.
Yeah, you
luck.
have to get one.
Luck happens here and there. Obviously luck's involved in fishing, but like I've spoken to guys that I've fished with, have fished with you, and they've straight up told me she knows what she's doing.
Was it John?
Huh?
Was it John?
No, it wasn't John. It was Jim. Jim told me that. Chuck told me that. And Rocco told me that. And like Rocco, I just met this year, obviously. But I mean, I trust Chuck and Jim's opinion. Like when they tell me someone knows what they're doing, then they know what they're doing. And then you're telling me you only fished for 3 years.
I know.
And apparently she's a trespasser. This is Fishbrain, the trespass.
Well, it's an accident.
Yeah.
It's an accident that she uses female privilege to.
I might sometimes.
Yeah, so.
John Dorn's commenting in about private lakes. Yes, John, you're the same shit. You're whatever. Private lakes. I mean, 0 points. No points.
Look, for the record, I voted to just to save Kevin all the work of like checking the entries to make sure they're from public places. I voted to just allow it all. Just any New Jersey water, who gives a shit? Fish private lake if you want. If you have access, whatever.
Jen just commented, I don't steal holes, which that just sounds not right, Jen. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What?
I don't know. I think he's offended by the whole stealing thing. Jen, it was a story Chris told. He said you put your tip up in the same hole his tip up was already in.
And
there was 2 tip ups in one hole.
He's
right,
never
Pam,
put the tip up in the same hole.
Before this becomes a complete shit show, Pam, for anyone that's watching, if they want to follow your social media, what's the best place to find you?
It's private right now, but I'll accept it. But I only have like one page.
Oh, you don't have to accept anyone. If you don't want to even give it out, you don't have to.
If you're worthy, I'll accept you. It's just Pamela_Otis. That's just like my regular Instagram account. I actually do have a TikTok account. Actually, I have a lot of followers on that, and I post fish stuff. I don't remember.
You can share it.
So
I think it's Pamela_Renee. I think.
So you could try to figure out her TikTok that she doesn't know, or follow her Instagram if she accepts you.
Yes.
Pam, I have to thank you for taking the time to come on here and talk to us on the NJ Multi Species podcast. I'm sorry we ruined your night, probably.
No, you definitely made it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
All right, bye, guys.
Welcome back anytime.
Thanks. See ya.
See you out there. All right.
Oh, John Dorn. Whatever.
What's
John Dorn? I don't know if he's fighting with me or he's not. I don't know what he's saying.
All right, ignore him.
Rachel Wacha said she's laughing dead. Oh, man.
Can you imagine, though, if Jen Wong did just put his tip up in the same hole that you already had a tip up in?
I could see it. It's possible.
That's why I started laughing. Like, I almost could, not this year, but last year, what was his first year ice fishing. I pictured it happening, and that's why I just started laughing my ass off.
The best is still the mystery of Chuck's borrowed equipment. That is like, Chuck lent out 4 tip-ups and 2 fishing rods to him for ice fishing, and Chuck received none of it back. Like, it came back, the tip-ups were missing all the pieces. One of the rods ended up going sturgeon fishing.
But he left it with you.
Yeah, and then I turned it into you. You ended up somehow taking the rod sturgeon fishing in New York.
So when Chuck, all right, first of all, Jen asked you to store all the stuff for him, right? And then when it was time for this season to come around, you left the stuff with me. Now, I don't know what the stuff was supposed to be. So I just, sit in the bed of my truck. When I saw Chuck the next week, I said, hey, here's the stuff that you let Jen borrow. And he looked at it and he said, what the hell is this? I'm like, I don't know. What do you mean? He's like, this looks like it's been beaten to shit, like it's 1,000 years old. I'm like, that's not how you gave it to him. I thought you gave him like old stuff to use because you weren't using it. He's like, no, it was in good shape.
Yeah, he called me and he said, where are the flags for the tip-ups? I'm like, the flags? What would I do? I didn't take the flags. And then he's like,
what did you do? Dig a hole in your backyard and bury the stuff for the
No,
for
like
the
it was all in a sled, and I just put the whole sled in the shed. And then when
mice
Chuck asked
get in there and shit all over everything in your shed?
No, the shed's good. That's where all my lawnmower is and stuff. And he said, I need my stuff back. And I brought it back to Lake Shawnee and left it on the car. And that's what was there. Somehow, it's not what Chuck remembers. I don't know. He said he ordered all new flags for him. How the rod ended up with Chris, Chris owns the rod now.
When I gave him the stuff, right, when the part I just told, when he was like, oh, what the hell? There was the rod in there too. And I said, and I'm giving it to him. He said, that rod's not mine. And I said, all right, that one must be Jen's. So that rod sat in my car. Jen never came in between that time. And it went up with me to upstate New York. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, this is a good walleye rod. So I took it out there walleye fishing.
See, Jen, stole it.
Ended up hooking the sturgeon with it. So that rod conquered a freaking 54-inch sturgeon through a hole in the ice.
You were walleye fishing.
Right. And so after that happened, I'm telling Chuck the story. And he said, you know what? I think that is my rod, actually. That's my rod that I let Jen borrow. And I said, oh, it's your rod? I said, well, I just caught a sturgeon with it, so now it's my rod. And he said, I agree.
He agreed with you, yeah. He did.
It's your rod
said
now.
You could have it. So, Jen, that rod that's missing is now owned by Chris.
Yeah, but now Jen's telling me it was his rod that he bought.
Oh, that's actually Jen's rod.
I don't know.
Then, Chuck, you don't have the right to give it away. We're going to have to get that figured out. Who owns that rod?
I at this point have no idea whose rod it is. All I know is that I conquered a giant sturgeon through an ice hole with it, and I'm using that to lay claim to it.
I have to real quick. I have to, for the first time ever, do a Gambler commercial. The Gambler is now booking for 2026. Our favorite party boat out of Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Captain Lido, I talked to him today. They just got all brand new Akuma rental gear on the entire boat. They're the fastest boat to the grounds, always. Closest to the inlet, fastest to the grounds. Jump on a party boat this year, check out the Gambler. They offer all kinds of trips. We have the sea bass charter. They also do the night fishing trips. For bluefish, they even squid fish. So tons of options on the Gambler, fairly reasonable priced.
I think we're gonna set up some more group trips too. I mean,
yeah, we're gonna have to. We've always done sea bass, but we are gonna try some other stuff. Especially if Lido finds the bluefish, I know the ton of Mayhem guys would jump on to go for blues because they're part of Mayhem.
I would, just because I haven't had a good blue. I mean, no, we were with Chuck. We had a pretty good.
All right, Jen is commenting in that he bought 2 ice fishing rods, so that might be his.
I told him what brand and name of the rod it was, and he had no idea what. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a big mystery here. Katie Lynn just commented the mystery of Chuck's gear. Something. We will get to the bottom of it eventually, but yeah. Also, booth 652 at the Saltwater Fishing Show will be the Gambler. If you're going to the Saltwater Fishing Show, stop by and say hi to the Gambler. Booth 652. If you do not want to go on a party boat, you're looking for more private 6-pack charter. 8-ball sport fishing out of Point Pleasant is also booking for 2026. Captain Dom, extremely affordable and flexible. His mate Kim is absolutely awesome. That's basically who me and Chris will be using for most charters from now on. He also does after-work striper trips on mini rods, and even if you don't have 6 people, he'll probably still take you or mix you with someone else. He'll find a way to fish. So call 8-Ball Sport Fishing, Captain Dom, Point Pleasant, for your next 6-pack charter. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. We have the Gambler and 8-Ball right in Point Pleasant. One's a charter, one's a party boat. It's going to open a lot of opportunities for us to do all kinds of new shit this year. We are excited about that. Like I said, Pal Marius Rods just donated a rod we're going to give away on the Gambler. I'm sure, I can't guarantee it, but I'm sure a couple other prizes will come in too before the trip. If you want to get on that trip, you do have to contact me right away because I don't have that many left. They're not even publicly for sale yet, and there's barely any left. So just contact me, send me a message. Next week's guest is Mr. Bob Darling, the current first-place leader of Multi Species Mayhem and the man who just seems to keep stepping in the luckiest piles of dog shit I've ever seen in my life. I mean, Bob, you are off to a hot start. I don't know what else I could say. Chris, I think, is blaming it on AI that you're making AI photos to pull this off. Because it is, it's a rather unbelievable streak.
Dude, because I think the day is coming where like can't even do fucking contests anymore with the AI.
It's possible. I mean, I don't think Bob's pictures are AI, but yeah, a really hot streak. It almost makes you say, "Is this really? How the fuck's this guy pulling this off?" Because he's off to that hot of a streak. 30 points on the board. Like Chris said, a lot of board fish. Even I have a few up there. I know they're going to get knocked off, but those ones Darling have there. They're not going to get knocked off that easily. They're probably both guaranteed to stay in the points no matter what.
And you know what Bob is going to say is his secret? Just go fucking fishing. Just go fishing.
And that's what he does.
He just goes, man. He just goes for it. He just goes for it.
I've actually seen him. I've seen him out there in really horrible weather too. Like when I was on my boat wanting to go home, and I seen him out there in his kayak, and I would have never been out there in a kayak in this weather. So, yeah, he really does try. He gives it his all. He's the perfect example we're going to show of a newcomer to Mayhem who's now dominating the board currently. So that's next week, Mr. Bob Darling. I think I'm done with all the commercials. I have to get off this because I have to go shovel more snow. Like, I'm not done shoveling snow. The kids' school's closed again. It's a 2-day closure here.
That's crazy. I knocked 6 inches of snow off my truck, and I'm good to go. I don't know.
Oh, my God. I was out there for 3 hours. The snow's higher than the snowblower. We got almost 27 inches. Unbelievable. And there's more snow coming this week, too. It's not over.
Oh, well. Maybe when you're done bitching and complaining, you can go fishing again and maybe catch a fish that's worth some real points on the board.
Bob Darling just commented, yes, just go fishing. Okay, we will be back next week with Bob Darling. That's going to be a really cool episode to pick his brain about all this, and he's probably going to tell us he hates us and come clean about everything. So Bob Darling next week, the big reveal. That'll be cool. Like I said, if you want to get in on the gambler trip, you got to contact me. I am running out of tickets. I'm not going to lie. I have maybe 5 left. So if someone wants to go, please contact me. Other than that, I'm done. I'll be back next week.
All right. That's it then. And if you get out there ice fishing after the snow, make sure you check everything. You know, don't assume everything's how you last left it. We're at the end of the season. Be careful. Be safe. Check everything. And just go out and fish. Suffer for the fish. Find the open water if you want. I'm sure the streams are going to be good. Just go fishing. Suffer for the fish.